In this lesson, you'll learn how to play a beautiful chord progression using an easy fingerpicking arpeggio pattern. We'll do two separate play-alongs. The first will be for those of you using high G tuning, and the second will be for low G tuning. So let's start by looking at the chords in this progression, and then we'll look at our fingerpicking pattern. We'll apply it to our chord progression, and then move into our play-alongs. Our first chord is C sus4. Here I have my ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 1st string and my index finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string. Next we have our C chord, which is just the 3rd fret of the 1st string. Here you can use your ring finger or your pinky, whichever is more comfortable. Next we have our F chord. Here I have my middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string and my index finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string. Then we have G7. To play G7, I have my index finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string and my middle and ring fingers on the 2nd fret of strings 3 and 1. And then our last chord is C7 no 5. We're starting with our ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 1st string, and we're going to add our middle finger to the 3rd fret of the 4th string. Now here's the arpeggio pattern that we'll use for this progression. I'm playing strings 4 down to 1 twice, using my thumb, index finger, middle finger, and ring finger. The rhythm of this pattern is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now let's look at how to apply this pattern to our chord progression. For every chord in black, we'll play one full pattern. And then for the two chords in green, we'll play only half of a pattern. So starting on C sus4, we'll play one full pattern. Then we'll go to C, back to C sus4, and then back to C. Next we go to F, then to G7, then to C, then to C7 no 5, then we'll go to F, then to G7, and now we have half of a pattern on C, half of a pattern on G7, and then one full pattern on C. You can cycle through this progression as many times as you would like, and when we get to the final C chord in the final progression, I like to pick all 4 strings instead of playing the second half of the pattern. So I like to play the final C chord like this. If you're enjoying this lesson, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, then welcome. I'm Lara. I'm a musician, a composer, and a ukulele teacher, and I hope you have fun exploring my channel, my song tutorials, and my arrangements. Now we're moving into our high G play-along. For both of the play-alongs in this video, I'll play through our chord progression 3 times at 80 beats per minute. If you find that a slower tempo would be helpful, then you can slow down the playback speed of the video down in your video settings. 5, 6, 7, 8. let's walk through our chord progression using low G tuning. We're using the same pattern, and on low G tuning, it sounds like this. So just like we did with high G tuning, we'll play one full pattern on the chords in black and a half of a pattern on the chords in green. So let's start on C sus4 with one full pattern. Then we'll go to C, back to C sus4, and then back to C. Then we'll go to F, then to G7, then to C, then C7 no 5, then to F, then to G7, and then we have half of a pattern on C, half of a pattern on G7, and then one full pattern on C. And just like we did with our high G progression, if you'd like, on the final C chord, you can replace the second half of the pattern by picking all 4 strings. Now for this second play along with low G tuning, once again I'll play through our progression 3 times at 80 beats per minute. 5, 6, 7, 8. I hope you've enjoyed learning this easy arpeggio pattern and beautiful chord progression. Have fun practicing and playing along with me, and thanks for watching.